It's your boy John.
John, my guy, what's going on, bro?
I am okay. What is up with you, sir?
Sir, it is good to hear your voice in the land of the living, as always.
Let's hope so. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So how you doing, bro? How's the things been for you, dog?
The things have been okay.
Hey,
can't complain too much. You know what I'm saying? Just been chilling this week, taking it easy after the strenuous week I had before.
Hey,
so,
I feel you.
You know, just relaxing this week. How you been?
Hey, man, I'm alive.
That's always a good thing.
Love Alive 3, you know what I'm saying? It's literally like only two people that might understand what I'm talking about. But it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Episode 25. All day I play radio, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Milestone.
Season finale, right?
Season finale of season 1. What's season 2 going to be like? Probably like season 1.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. We're going to add some more stuff. We're going to try to do, I feel we should do like giveaways and stuff,
Okay.
Implement some more themes. Like, because the first half of the season, we did a lot of themed episodes. I think we should go back to that. That was fun.
Thematic episodes. Yeah, I think, what do you think, people? Like, listen, y'all got to start, hitting us up on the medias of social. I know we don't necessarily, we'll do a better job. So, but hit us up on the medias of social. Let us know what you'd like to hear. Let us know what you'd like to see.
Okay, we are always open for feedback.
We are open for feedback. We are grown ass men. So
adulting out here.
Yes. Yeah, we have the pleasure of being adults. Talk to my daughter about it and just like, yo, enjoy this shit, because I don't know what I was thinking in the rush to become an adult.
Yeah, when you wished upon a star, I wish I was grown.
Yeah.
Now that same star, I'm like, I wish I was a kid.
I wish I could do whatever I want to do. Well, listen.
When these bills.
Yeah, here's these bills. You don't get to do whatever you want to do until your shit is taken care of, just like when you were a kid. So,
exactly.
Yeah, we're back.
I'm glad you had a great week, though.
Hey, I had to. What week isn't great, John? I'm alive.
I can name a few.
The sun is shining. The sun will come out tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's just a great time to be alive. Yes. And I'm thankful and grateful for that. If that's all I get to be grateful for, at least I get to say that I am in the land of the living, as old church folks would say during testimony. So I haven't been to church in a long time, but is that still a thing? Do they still have testimony service?
I'm Presbyterian, so I don't. We didn't.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, it's okay. We'll talk after the show. But last week we were on. We had a very special guest last week. CJ.
We had a special guest last week. CJ was awesome.
Appreciate he was amazing. Secondplayer.net, Player One podcast. Check him out. He is awesome. Such a down to earth guy. Willing to work with him again. He was just phenomenal. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, CJ.
Chris Johnston on the social media. Check him out. Second Player Net and Player One podcast. Now, as far as episode 25, we got some interesting things to talk about. Days Gone 2 sequel. Jesus. Days Gone sequel. Days Gone 2 might be a thing. We don't know. Probably not. Judgment related announcement. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Who cares?
Anyway, and more Cyberpunk shit to talk about. We haven't talked about this game in a while,
cause
just like you haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, it's totally deleted off my hard drive. Although I am waiting for a Steam sale, John.
Not
gonna lie. Yeah, I
At
mean,
this
it
point, they
was
just need to give it away for free on every system,
it,
But we'll get into that. But before that, I have a question for you. The same question, season finale type. What you
mm,
been playing all day, bruh?
John. I honestly, bro, I've been enjoying Game Pass. Of course, we talk about Game Pass extensively every
Mhm.
single week. Although John, I did download Avengers on PlayStation Now, so
That's gross. Okay,
yeah,
so what
but
what was
right
this?
right now I'm playing Gears Tactics, which
Oh,
is the Gears of War strategy game, John.
mm,
Similar to a I guess you could say a an XCOM. I'm not sure if you ever played XCOM, John.
I have not.
Okay. Uh
Are you surprised?
no, not at all. Why would I be surprised, John? It's a good time. It has a story, you know, um, which we had this conversation. So John and I were on another podcast. I guess a few days ago at this point. What's
Mm-hmm.
today? What's today? Tuesday. But yeah, John and I were on a podcast on Friday that just passed, and I talked about it a bit. But basically, John, it is
Mm-hmm.
Gears of War, but tactics version.
Mm-hmm.
Similar like to a Halo Wars, similar like I said to an XCOM, and I am enjoying the story as well as the gameplay, John.
Wow, the story. You said story first, so that's like a milestone for you.
Yeah, yeah. Normally I don't, give a shit about Gears of War's story. I think it's usually pretty, you know, blockbuster summer hit, uh, of its share of just what's that movie with I don't want to close my
Oh, Armageddon.
eyes. Yeah, it's pretty much just, Armageddon, the story,
I like the Armageddon.
Yeah, I mean, but that was what, 90
Like
something,
7, wasn't it? 98,
you
97.
know. Yeah, and
I
that
was
was
definitely in junior high school when that came out.
fine for its time, John. Like
Hmm.
that was commonplace. Here we see, obviously the locust from that's what they're called, right? From Gears of War.
They look like tarantulas, though. I
Yeah,
don't know. I played Gears of War once, like the first one. I didn't like it. So,
John,
surprise, surprise.
you
And I
didn't
just
you,
never
you
played it
didn't
again.
you didn't get through, one, two, and three. You
Mm-mm.
had to play one, two, and three at least, John. I don't listen.
I wasn't a first person fan. And then, like,
What are you talking
I
about? It's not a first person shooter.
again, and it did, like, the way they did it, it was like this hybrid first person, third person. I didn't
No,
like it.
they didn't. It's not third. It's not first person at all. What are you talking about? It's third
I'm saying,
person.
wasn't it like over the shoulder?
It was,
Didn't
yeah.
you
It's
like,
over the shoulder. John. You like Resident Evil 4,
okay, it wasn't like that.
but
It's
that
different.
control scheme, the over the shoulder, is from Resident Evil 4. At least
I,
I
I
feel.
I couldn't get into it, and probably because I didn't do the story. I played like over a friend's house, and it was like, 4 of us playing at the same time. I was like, I don't like this. That was like the only time I played it, so
Oh, were
that's
you
not really a
playing
fair
like horde
judgment.
mode then? You might have been playing
No, we were
horde.
fighting each other, I think.
Oh, you were playing multiplayer, John.
Yeah,
Oh, come on.
and that was enough for me at that time to know I didn't want this to make this purchase. So,
Jonathan Moon, ladies and
man,
gentlemen.
I'm here all night. I'm telling y'all. I'm sorry.
Just
I
totally
might
like
get back.
making his decisions on a game based on its shitty multiplayer component.
Slowly getting myself canceled because I don't like the
John,
most popular games.
John,
Hmm.
listen, and I'm going to say an unpopular opinion. And we may lose all our viewership, because Gears of War's story is trash to me personally.
Oh no,
I'm
I
not
heard the
here.
opposite.
I'm not here. It's just it's totally bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all bro. It's just
So what's wrong with
super.
that?
John, look at this man right here and tell me what's wrong with that. It's bro as shit.
He's
I
missing
don't
an eye.
I don't know, John. It's just super bro, And sometimes
What
bro
does that
shit,
mean?
it just means it's totally like bro, like, hey bro, you trying to play some gears? Like that's just what it is,
Okay, that's like Halo. That's Call of Duty. You just
Yeah,
described.
all of it is bro. Yeah, all that shit's bro. Yeah, Call of Duty, Halos, bro. All that shit's bro. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Um, but nah, Gears is a special bro. It's just a super
So it's special.
it's just just the basic story of the beings underground come up and we gotta fight them.
Mm.
It's just really there's there's no super like I don't know. For me, it's a basic ass story, John. It's fun to play, I guess. It's again summer blockbuster. You just go there for the special effects and the gore and the
That's it.
blood, and you just don't really care. But
Mm.
I'm enjoying the story on this. And it's still similar to the story of standard Gears of War, right? But I guess maybe because of the way in which I am playing and the way in which I am going about doing my duties, the story is not like all in my face. I don't know. But I like it, John. I'm enjoying it. I've played like 4 hours.
I'm thinking you're about to say like I played like 20 hours, John. No.
Yeah,
4.
I mean, listen, it's a tactics game, right? It's a
Mm-hmm.
strategy game. I played like the first four, missions maybe. And so yeah, obviously you got the enemy turns and your turns and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought, and I want to see if I want to play Halo Wars after this, after I beat this, because I'm going to beat this. I like this because I like XCOM. It's just hard as shit. It's just super, you know. I'm a bitch when it comes to. Oh God, come on,
Mm.
Brian.
Sorry.
Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, but when it comes to I like this style of gameplay because it's just, again, John, you know me, I like to play different shit and I like to just to have different gameplay experiences.
Yeah.
XCOM is a lot of fun for me, but it just, after a while, it gets really hard, John. And
Damn.
then I don't play it anymore because I'm just like, hey, I'm trying to play this. you know I'm not. I guess because I am a novice, John. You know what I'm saying? This isn't my. Yeah. He just totally fell over and died. But yeah, this isn't my. If I were a strategy tactics player,
Okay.
and I played a lot of these, then maybe I would want more of a challenge. But because I don't play them, when I do play them, I don't necessarily want like this insane challenge. I just want to play,
All
you
right.
know, this
Let me
game in a different way.
and let me just say this disclaimer: like, just because a game's hard as shit doesn't mean it's great. It doesn't mean it's the bee's knees. So this looks real chill. This looks like I would enjoy this,
Yeah,
honestly.
you would like this show. Yeah, it started, like I would say like probably like the fourth mission. Like I haven't died yet. And again, I'm only on the fourth mission. I've had to do some revives, John, as you would. Uh but I haven't like, lost a player completely. Um
So you have like a party, yeah.
yeah, so you start off with these two gentlemen. I call them
Mm-hmm.
bros. I don't know what their
Of
names
course.
are because who cares?
But you said you
Um
were paying attention to the story. What happened?
mm,
Okay.
I guess I'm not paying attention that much. Shit,
I was
not
about to say,
enough
is
to.
that Marcus? That's not Marcus Phoenix, right?
Nah. It's Gabe Diaz and the other guy with the eye patch. I don't know what
Nah.
his name is. Yeah, it's not Marcus. It's not Dom. It's not what's the other dude's name? I forget.
Cole,
Cole
Coltrane,
Coltrane.
Augustus Cole.
Uh, Stereotype. Um, it's not that. I forget what the other dude's name. Baird.
There's more.
Yes, yeah. It's like
No.
it's four because it's four gears, four guys. In the Gears of War lore from the standard first through third, and then I guess whatever.
Okay.
I didn't play the fourth one. Um, I didn't play. I think there's Judgment, and I definitely didn't play the last one, the fifth one, because I was just like, okay, you guys, five
I
games
heard one of them
already.
wasn't that good.
I think for me, John, it's just like when games are, because Gears of War is from 2006, I want to say, the first one. So when games have like a lot of sequels in a very short amount of time, I kind of like feel disgusted because it's just like, guys are milking this thing. And as we know, Microsoft will milk the shit out of their properties, but Sony's not too bad with The Last of Us too, right? Shit, remaking The Last of Us already, but that's another story.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
um,
please.
yeah, so I'm digging this, John. I'm enjoying my playthrough. There are a few times when I'll be like, yo, this is some bullshit, like that guy right there who didn't die, so I had to waste another turn. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, come on. um that type of shit right there is frustrating to me, because I'll miss certain shots, and it's just like, if I don't kill this person right here, I'm going to die in the next turn if they get the chance to attack me. And then I gotta revive. But yeah, Gabe Diaz and Eye Patch Guy. Sorry, I don't know your name. Um,
Mm-mm-mm.
those are the two. Those are the two. Those are the two soldiers you start off with, and then um, you're able to recruit.
Mm.
And with the recruiting, you can get different soldiers based on the weapon types, based on the perks that they have. But you're able to level up the characters as well, obviously. I'm having a good time, man. And again, it's just pretty much just a tactics game with a gear skin, but I'm enjoying the story so far. I'm enjoying the way that they're and again, this isn't a new game. But this is the shit. Oh, his name is Sid Redburn. That's the eye patch guy.
Sid.
Sid Redburn. He's a warrior for sure. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's that Gears of War shit to me though, bro. I'll be honest, like that's that Gears of War shit where I'll just be like, Sid Redburn, like, come on, yo. You
Mm.
had to pick like the most badass name, like name him Sid Redburn. No one, I mean, no one will give this guy shit. Like, I'm totally gonna give him shit. His name is Sid Redburn. Why couldn't you name him just like Barry Sellers or some shit like that? You know what I mean? Does
Because
that
that
not
sounded too.
sounds
No.
too what, John?
Sid
No,
Redburn sounds way better.
like he's a warrior, like he's some generic ass GI Joe, John, because that's what he sounds like.
He sounds like a legend. He might die at the end of this. I don't know. I never played it. Not, there's no spoiler here. But
Damn.
he's that name sounds like it will go down in legend. Sid Red. Is it SRC?
It's
Oh
SID.
boo! They didn't go the Final Fantasy route.
No, this isn't Final Fantasy. No, they, I'm sure
Sid
they thought
C
about
Sid
it.
with a C would have been better, but
They probably thought about it, John, and they were probably like, no, you know, these little wretches here, though.
oh look at that word.
You have the well, that's what that's what they've always been called. I'm overwatching, John. You saw that?
Mm.
But yeah, Gabe and Sid must survive. This is the first of the uh campaigns, if you would.
Mm.
But I'm digging it, man. I like the update. I like the upgrade. Let me see if I can find the skill tree for you to check out. I'm digging the upgrade passages and the way that you got to do it, the way you upgrade your
It looks
actual.
good, like the graphics.
Yeah, I mean it's my PC, dog. You know what I'm saying,
Oh
bro? Everything running on Ultra, bro.
god.
Yeah, I get so disrespected when I pull up the graphical settings on PC games on my PC and they're not set to ultra. I'm
Mm.
like, bro, I can
Just a
run
slap
this
in the
shit
face for
in
you.
ultra. Like, just have it automatically. Some games do, but other games like this didn't. I turned everything up. Obviously, as you can see, obviously everything runs well.
Mm.
So why didn't you have my shit turned up, bro? Yeah, I can't find I'm sorry. But yeah, once you finish missions and stuff like that, you get rewards,
Mm.
whether it's armor, whether it's weapons, and there's weapon parts, so you have your scope, you have uh your magazine, you have your muzzle, all these things can actually be upgraded, from parts that you find. So for me, the upgrade passage is fun, and that's what will keep me playing. The fact that there's other gameplay hooks in there. Um, that will keep me, you know what I mean, just engaged. You know what I'm saying, John?
Kinda.
Okay, well, you can choose to play the same 5 games over and over and over and over and
Whatever.
over and over and over again, John.
This is
So,
true.
when I choose to, step out of my comfort zone, John, which is something you choose not to do, bro, you can't look at me in any sort of way and be like, you know, whatever. I'm
Mm.
just enjoying my Game Pass. And like I said, I guess I will start to enjoy PlayStation now. I started playing the Avengers. Bro,
That'll be 5 minutes. But
bro,
we'll see.
uh, it's so
We'll see what
cringe,
happens.
bro. The Avengers is cringe, bro. Like,
You said it was super campy. Like,
bro, I don't even think my kids would like that shit. Like, I think
damn, it's that bad. Was
I
it
think
rated
my,
E?
I'm sure it's rated T for teen.
How
Because there's violence, comic violence, but
comic?
yeah, it's just really like I was just listening to the dialogue, and I'm just like, come on, you could have done better than that. Like, you guys,
Who wrote it?
comics. I have no idea.
I'm gonna look into that. See what else they've done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like I'm sure the actual story is written by someone who's reputable, but I'm sure like a lot of the nuances here and there when they're doing like, these just I don't want to go into spoilers, but when they're just kind of doing
You
the
think
run
anybody
of the
cares at this point?
mill, gameplay, like to go to the next scene type of vibe. It's just really corny as shit. And like I didn't play it, I didn't buy it because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy this, but shit, man.
Do you have like an example of what they talk about? Like, do you like did anything stick out in your mind? Like a line that was
Um
so bad you're like,
the only thing I can really think of off the top of my head is the main, so they have a new character, Kamala Khan, who is I guess of either Middle Eastern or Indian descent. I'm not sure. I thought it was Indian descent, but her dad's name is I think Abdul Muhammad, which is not Indian at all.
right.
So I think that's his name, right? That's his name. Am I thinking of another game?
Look at you
Shit.
paying attention to the story and her backstory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, she was like, when you start the game out, like she's like a kid, like a little
Mhm.
kid, and you're like, kind of searching for these comics and shit. And I'm just like, bro, why do you make your
So
voice actors
wait,
talk like that? Like,
in their lore, the Avengers are still comic books.
Yes. So in their lore, so the game starts off, you are Kamala Khan and you're going
Mhm.
to Avengers Day. And
Awesome.
during Avengers Day, there's an attack. And then it goes from Kamala's story, which, you're kind of like just doing like just random bullshit. Like you have to find these 5 comics so that you can get to the VIP section. And once you find these 5 comics, right, you go to the VIP section and your dad is already there. So obviously, I didn't need to find these 5 comics. Stupid gameplay shit, right? Stuff like that
Don't you
drives me
love
crazy,
writing?
yo.
Don't you love amazing writing?
Like, like immediately when I saw her dad there, I was like, bro, you made me run around and find these dumbass comics to get into the VIP section when my dad was already there. Like, it's not like we had this conversation of, Dad, I found the 5 comics. Now
Mm,
let's go meet at the VIP section. No, he was already there, bro.
awesome. And what do you
Shit,
say?
like
Hi.
he was like, hey, I don't know. Maybe, hey, baby girl, what's going on? I've been here, I've been waiting for you.
Oh
It's
my
just,
gosh.
but shit like that, like I notice things like that, and that takes me out.
Well,
Like
maybe that
that.
was for the tutorial. Was that a tutorial part? Like
It
you had to learn how
doesn't
to do.
matter, John. It doesn't matter.
I'm
You
trying to justify the means,
no,
sir.
you can't justify the means when the story is based on like the story and tutorial is not. There isn't a hey, this is the tutorial section. There's none of that. It's like, even
Mm,
though yes, I have been playing video games for a long time, I understand. I am But no, because you're playing as this little child, right? Who
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have any powers at the time, and you're just looking for shitty comics. And I mean, they're not shitty comics; they're great comics. But you're looking for comics, like you're looking for comics. So it's not. It's almost as if like we need to kind of figure out a way to introduce this character. So we're just going to have her be a child and she loves the Avengers, and we need to have you kind of like do some shit to kind of like, I guess, slowly ramp up to the fact that it's the Avengers, they're going to be attacked. It's the Avengers, they're going to be attacked. We know this. You don't have to put in filler bullshit for me to like, be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me look for these comics, and then like, oh my god, there's an attack. It's Taskmaster, and then you kind of go into this like, this video game transition. And this is this is why, John, you think I hate video games. It's not that I hate video games, I just get tired of like you as the developer pretty much like thinking I'm like inexperienced, like
An
I've done
idiot.
this a
Yeah.
million times, like stop it.
Like this other company we're about to talk about real soon.
Yeah, go ahead, John, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I haven't been playing shit.
Nah, you haven't.
I've been playing. I was sworn off. I've been chastised from our friend group not to talk about this game. Let's just call it P3P. Okay. If you know what that is, you know what it is. If you don't, check one of our other 24 episodes where I talk about this game. It's that. But yeah, that's all I've been playing, which is way better than the PlayStation 2 version, but it is what it is. However, the same
Persona 3
yeah,
Portable
he said
is
it.
what
He said
John's
it, y'all.
playing.
Hey.
It's all
But
good.
no, like speaking of Sega and Atlas, because I'm not gonna spend too much on that. Judgment related announcement I was excited
Judgment.
about. Yeah, that you sent me actually, but you're
I did.
not too excited about it.
I don't care.
They just released the well, anyway.
The
If you
PS5
visit
version, right?
ryugagotaku.com, you'll be greeted with a countdown leading up to May 7th. There's a live stream happening apparently that day, and at the bottom there's a video like embedded playing a random clip from the game. And when you hover your cursor over it, like it shows a cryptic like A01 underscore 080 or 081, something like that. And with the Judgment remaster just dropping this past week, are you getting it?
No.
Okay. It's on PS5 and Xbox Series and probably will be on Game Pass next week. I think they're prepping for a sequel. That's what I
I,
think.
honestly, I'm kind of pissed off, and
Why?
because don't I have to buy like the remaster version?
For what? I
Do
don't
I
think
have to
so.
buy the remaster version, or does it automatically upgrade?
That I don't know. I'm not a PS5 owner. I'm sorry. I didn't look that
Yeah.
far. I should have. I apologize.
Yeah, I think you have to. I don't know if it's a like an update, like an upgrade. Um yeah, I think it's just like PS5. I think it's just Judgment Remastered. So I think it might be a separate SKU. I'm not sure. Judgment Remaster includes crisper visuals, stronger FPS performance, and quicker load times. Yeah.
I mean,
So it looks like so it wasn't on Xbox before, so I think this is a completely different SKU. Um
mm,
which which is just kind of like, just upgrade my shit, and maybe I'll play you, but yeah, no, I'm not going to play this shit at all. So no, I do not care about what they are what announcing. Was it May 7th?
May 7th. Yep. I'll let you know. I'll be watching it.
Yeah, you
I'm
will.
excited. I love Judgment.
Yeah. You
But
you like I wanted to I'm going to play it, John. I'm not going
and
to
you
lie.
recommended it to me, so I'm
I
confused
did.
as to how you like. This is like the third game where you recommend it to me. You're like f this game forever.
Well, personally, I don't like that, and I'll be honest, John, I didn't look, but I think this is a completely different SKU. And so if that's the case, that means that, the game that I purchased already in 2019, which is only 2 years ago, John, is, a less than perfect game versus this remastered version, obviously, but I have a PlayStation 5. So and again, I have to look at to see if whether or not like I have to buy this to get these updates, because I didn't look at it like that. Um, I don't know, But if that's the case, like, yeah. So Sega has deemed May 7th as Judgment Day.
Yes, called Judgment Day. I think you do though. Like I wouldn't see them. Do you think they'll sell like a whole new like on the PlayStation 5? And I'm sorry if I sound ignorant. Do you still have access to like all these the PlayStation 4 games and all that
Yeah.
other stuff? Like
Yeah, so
what?
I can download Judgment,
Right,
because I own it, the PS4 version.
right.
Um, so the fact, like that's what I like most of the like all the games I have on there are PS4 games. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
you know
what
what I mean?
PS5 games exist?
Um, there's well, I mean, I have what? I have Spider-Man, but that's a PS4 game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
That
it's two. It's
Twisted Metal thing that you were playing. What was it? Dead. What is it called?
oh shit, I forget.
Damn. And you were all about that game.
I was all about it, but it's boring.
No one
Um,
wants to play.
yeah. Yeah, so it looks like it's two different SKUs, John. It's a PS5 version. They're both $40.
That's
So,
not bad. Well, it's bad for PS4. I don't know why it's still PS4. I mean,
but you know
40 on
what?
PS4
But maybe not, John, because this doesn't say like Judgment like remastered
remastered.
or
It's
anything
just
like that.
Judgment.
It's just
Yeah,
Judgment. So maybe the PS4 one does update.
try it.
Um, yeah, I might have to check that out. Um, since that just launched a few days ago, but I don't know.
But yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about a sequel. I'd get it, of course.
So it's interesting, John, and I know we didn't talk about this, but you said what PS5 games are there out, right? Because John doesn't purchase consoles at launch because
Ever
because of the lack of games.
lack of games, the glitchiness, the mess that y'all were well, not you, but others went through to try to get it. I'm good. I'll wait.
Who? Well, oh yeah, like
Like
getting a
the
PS5.
bots buying them and stuff like that. Yeah.
And I mean that's not normal. That's part of that is because you know we got different shortages, and on top of that, COVID. You know, so that's really the biggest reason as to why you don't have it's not easy for you to be able to walk out into your Best Buy and purchase a PS5, because I think if COVID wasn't going on, and normal circumstances where you could walk in a store and buy stuff, even if there was a rush, you don't have to worry about the bots, right? You don't have to worry about someone sitting at home and getting this stuff shipped to them. They'd have to go and pick one up. You know what I mean? So I think COVID really exhausts.
Wait, like as of 2020, like if COVID never happened, you don't think that still would have been a problem?
I think it would have been a problem for you to be able to order it. Yeah, but I think because of COVID,
Mm-hmm.
it got rid of our ability to just kind of walk into places and buy things on a normal, at
Well,
a
then you got to
normal
deal with
clip.
a 3,000 person line
Yeah, you'd have to deal with a line, but
at that point.
over time, we're talking about literally one
Mm-hmm.
way to be able to get this product, which is only online. There's only one way. So if you had the ability to at least walk into a store, whether it be GameStop, Best Buy, Circuit City, you know what I'm saying, Comp USA, you know what I mean,
Oh my god,
Clover, you know what I'm saying? Blue Babbage's, you can't walk into these places
I don't
anymore,
know what
John.
that is.
What, Clover? You don't know what Clover is, John?
What
You
the
know
hell is Clover?
Bradley's, you know what I'm
No,
saying? Bradley's.
is that a southern thing?
These are all John, I'm not Southern. You're more Southern than I am.
You're currently yes, but you're currently in the South. That's what I thought.
Now,
Not
these are places
it's
that
an
no
Atlanta
longer
thing. That's what I'm
no,
asking.
these are places that no longer exist from my childhood. I'm sorry. It's no Kitty City, John, no Toys R Us.
Oh my
Yes,
god, the kangaroo. Nobody knows what Kitty City is when I bring it up to him.
oh man, Lionel
I'm like,
Kitty
do you remember the
City
toy
turns
store
a
with the
frown
kangaroo after the giraffe? They
upside
were like,
down.
no,
Yeah, Kitty City was my jam, dog.
down. Mm-hmm.
Kitty City was my. That's where I got Super Nintendo
Mm-mm-mm.
from, John. That's where I got my NES from, John. Memories, Kitty City. You know what I'm saying? The kangaroos, like you said. I'm
I
not
think I
here
got
for
one toy
Jeffrey,
from
bro.
there when I was a kid.
Bro,
Damn.
seriously, there was a Kitty
But
City
yeah, I'm
around the corner.
here
So
to.
But yeah.
Oh man, see, no, I never had a toy store near me, ever.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That would have been too
I had
much.
KB
Yeah,
at the mall up the street.
it's all right.
I don't know. Toys R Us was
Mm-hmm.
in another town, but we had Kitty City and KB, dog.
That was
But
the close.
yeah, but I think if you could walk in somewhere and purchase a PS5, it wouldn't be as bad as it
Yeah, it
is
wouldn't
now.
have been as bad, but that's still not appeasing to me. Like staying in a line full of like, I only stood in one line once, and that was for like the new iPhone, like in 2010 when the iPhone completely changed to like the 4 or whatever. Whenever the 4 came out, that's when I stood in line. I was like, I'm never doing this again because the game systems seem to come out always in winter or around winter
Mm.
because
Yeah.
they're jerks and they want to see people suffer. But yeah, I was
Well,
like,
it's
no,
more
never.
so for the
Like one day,
holidays.
uh, yeah, it's for the holidays, but it's like damn, like nobody wants to stand in line for that. Like one day I was working at Best Buy, the 360 just dropped. There was a line like wrapped around for my DC peeps that listen to the show, Tinleytown area. So like the train station is connected to that Best Buy. So you see a homeless guy right here, and you see a line of people waiting for a 360. I was like, this is so effed up. I'm going home. I didn't like that.
I waited in line for 360 on launch at Circus City. I got there at 9 p.m. when they closed. I was the only person in line. Me and my god brother did it, and then Nick came because my god brother
Nice.
was holding
Hey, Nick.
Nick's spot. So he once he got off of work, he came. They only had, I want to say, like 9 or 12, and so we were camped outside this Circuit City overnight. It was raining. It was like 40 degrees because I think it came out November 22nd or some shit like that.
Mm.
But yeah, it was cold, and we had a Karen show up in the morning as well,
Oh,
which was
of course.
interesting.
Day's not completed unless you get one of those.
Yeah, she was like she showed up, and she tried to like kind of get in front of the line,
Of course.
and we were like, ma'am, you have to go to the back of the line. And again, this is 2005, so this is before everyone takes their phones out and records this woman. But yeah, she so they open the doors, and then like, so they're giving us like our tickets and stuff like that, and she's speaking to the people at Circuit City. She's like, how do you know that they were here all night? And I was like, ma'am, it doesn't matter. You're still not like anywhere near the front of the line.
At all.
Like, so like
I know you weren't here last night.
yeah, like
talking about.
we totally like have been like laying on this hard ass, cold ass, wet ass concrete like all night. So you're not gonna like, all of a sudden try to pull some like, how do you know these guys weren't here? Didn't just get here, ma'am. It doesn't matter if we just got here. Like you're still not in a place in line to receive one. I don't care if your child wants one or not. You didn't sacrifice like me and my homies. So take your ass
Who's
home.
like 30 now.
Yeah, I know, right? yeah. Yeah, that kid's probably like, yeah. He's probably in his like
He got
20s. Yeah. But yeah. I think you'd be able to get one. But anyway, John.
But yeah, what PlayStation 5 exclusives were you? Yeah.
Returnal, John. Returnal's out in
Yeah, I heard Returnal's about to be dope.
3 days, bro. So it's been getting it's
Are you getting it?
Yeah, I pre-ordered the I know people say don't pre-order, but I like to get my my preload in. And unfortunately, unlike PlayStation 4, I would pre-order games just to get the themes, but there's no themes on PS5, so I don't know, John. I might have to.
Oh, really? That's boring.
Yeah,
So everybody's screen looks the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, your games populate the screen, but I liked having the themes on the PS4, John.
Yeah, I did too.
It was why I pre-ordered shit. I'd be like, oh, I got a theme with a song on here too, John. You know what I'm saying? Turn my shit on and playing a good dope ass music. I'll just let it play and go make a sandwich real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. You know what I mean?
You had a Final Fantasy 7 one, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I got a remake one, and I had one from the Final Fantasy VII proper, the original, I believe.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I had multiple ones. Yeah,
mm.
had a lot of themes, John. I had a lot of themes.
Yeah.
This Ghost of Tsushima, you know what I'm saying? Had a lot of themes.
Have you? When's the last time you played that?
Uh, Not since last year, John.
Oh,
Hmm.
sorry.
It's all good.
But it's another game you put on the back burner. Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, you
Mm,
deserve to do that though.
mm.
Um, there it was a much hyped game. If in case you guys don't know, we talked about Cyberpunk a couple times. It was a much hyped game a few months ago. It sold pretty well. CDPR is sold a little less
S-
than 14 million copies
Sold pretty well. That's a
in 21 days.
yeah. That's an understatement, John.
Understatement, yeah, yeah. I was totally being sarcastic. It sold very damn well. Sales it sold 14 million within 21 days. PC and thank you, credit to Layman Gaming for doing these stats. So because I was about to, and I just wasn't.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I didn't feel like it. Thank you. Go check him out. He's amazing. He's on YouTube. Layman Gaming. Sales PC 55%, PS 28%, Xbox 17%. Of course, Xbox was the lowest. Um, it was one of the most awful releases in history.
Yeah.
If you live under a rock, it was met with glitches, crashes, etc.
And then not even
Um,
just that. It just like
oh yeah, it's more.
just
It's
wasn't
so
what
much
they
more
said it was gonna be. Like,
at all. Like the advertising was horrible. I mean, it was great. What
yeah.
was delivered behind the
Mhm.
advertising was horrible. And on top of
Yes.
that, not only did it give a lot of gamers buyer's remorse, Brian, it quite possibly ruined their reputation. Do you feel
Yeah.
so?
Oh yeah, I think CDPR is I'll never say, they're completely done. We'll see what they do with this, kind of I guess revitalization of the
Mm,
game. But I still kind of feel like a lot of what we were promised is just not what was delivered, regardless of the glitches, regardless of, it's just not as immersive as, we thought it was going to be. And I know they've done some things, they've made some changes, because one of the issues with, like, for example, the police, you know what I'm saying? So you play most open world games, you play Grand Theft Auto, you understand how the police works, they'll show up on your ass. You know what I mean? But here in Cyberpunk, they would just appear like if you turned around, like if you did a crime and you turned around, the police would, just magically appear. So I believe they have, done some work to kind of make that not like that, but still, it's just kind of like, okay, this is an open world game. You promise this to be like the most next gen experience ever, regardless, like I said, of the bugs, the 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 all of that jazz. From a standpoint of a gameplay perspective, it is not this next gen experience that they, sold to us. So they sold a shit ton of copies, but I think they destroyed their reputation in the process. And I think they did it for shareholders. I think they wanted to get it out before the holidays. And I don't know, does it give a monetary, because I know they did have the returns, but I think it was such a low level of, it says a percentage of returns on there, right? I don't know if you're like, you know
refunds were given. It was taken off a lot of stores. It was
mm,
less than 1%.
mm. So
Um,
yeah, I mean, I didn't return it.
yeah. Were you one of the people that was holding out hope, or you just say effort?
Nah, I personally, for me, John, when I purchase a game, it's just kind of, for a long time we haven't been able to return games, so it's never a thing for me to return games in my mental space, if you see what
Mm,
I'm saying. Like, so it's never, even though the option was there, at some point, once they kind of like, once I feel that, and I think I seen an article the other day where it said they're kind of like stopping the bug fix process, or they're pivoting towards additional content.
Mm.
Um, so I don't know. I'd rather kind of see it on my PC versus my PlayStation.
I heard that was the
Um,
one with the least amount of issues.
yeah, yeah,
Depending on your PC, of course. But yeah,
yeah,
only 30,000 refunds were processed out of just, the month alone. Like 14 million, just
yeah,
gauging off of that. That's less than 1%, of,
yeah,
of all the refunds that were processed. Because, again, like you, there are fans out there like you. They just said, okay, whatever. But, what my standpoint on CDPR right now, I don't hope they become content with these numbers and say, hey, we could do what we want, still make our coins. You know what I mean? Because less than 1% of people that whined and cried on Twitter about this dumpster fire, they got their money back after CDPR made a program for that. They had a refund program, right?
yeah, yeah. They had a
Yeah,
whole refund program.
yeah, and only everybody bitched and complained about it, but only 30,000 people stepped up. Seriously, but I do hope they learn from their mistakes though and move on to something bigger and better. Like The Witcher, what they had before.
Yeah, I think I think they. I don't know. It's interesting, if you ever like really go and kind of look at the story of Cyberpunk, and how they just one, they bit off more than they could chew, and then on top of it, from a preparation standpoint and the management of that project,
Mm-hmm.
it just was trash. So
Yeah, I just feel there isn't much they can do anymore. The damage is done unless they make it free, which is what I recommended in the beginning.
yeah, they can't.
I
I
was like,
mean,
they
I guess
just
at
need
this
to
point
make
they
it
can.
free.
They made all of their money back and then
Yeah,
some. So
yeah.
it makes me wonder exactly what their next project is going to be, and
Thanks.
I wonder, like, if people will be forgiving, and if they are, like you said, will they have learned their lessons so that they don't do this dumb shit again?
They said they made a statement. I think that said they're going to be working on this for years. So
Whatever.
it's going to be a while, probably a decade before we see another game from them.
I mean, Witcher 3 came out, and I think they announced
And then they made
uh
like 5 other iterations of that. So
what, a Witcher 3. I mean, it just has a lot of DLC. Well, not a lot. It just has a few DLC.
yeah, and then they
Which,
put it on Switch and they worked on that. Yeah,
yeah, they did put it on Switch, which is
which ran better than which ran better than
than
this
Cyberpunk. Yeah.
abomination.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you didn't like get a. I thought you got a refund for it. I
Nah,
would
man.
have.
Nah, nah, I'm not gonna refund it because I don't care. I'll play it.
Mm,
I'll play it in the future. You know what I'm saying? I'll play it, and hopefully, like you said, it'll get better.
mm,
Hopefully, I'll decide, like, yeah, I feel like downloading this shit again, but probably not.
mm.
I don't know, John.
Yeah. Deleting was the first step. But you're excited about Return? You said Returnal comes out this Friday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dog.
I'm hearing good things.
Yeah, it's from a lot of previews.
Mm-hmm.
It's been getting good praise, which is maybe the whole we just want to do blockbuster thing. Maybe we kind of take that in a way, and don't really realize, like, yeah, like, when we say we're going to do blockbusters, we mean like they'll be good blockbusters, but who knows.
Mm.
This is a different type of game than what we're used to from Sony, obviously, but it's a housemark game, so it's second party. And maybe depending on how well this sells, maybe Sony will purchase them. That's usually how they work. If you're second party, and you prove that you can make games for us, and they're hot sellers, then we'll buy you. Insomniac the same way.
Do you think that's a good thing at this point if Sony purchases them?
I mean, I I don't really care. What I'm saying, I don't care about shit like that. I don't care who buys who. Like, I just want to be able to play good games. If it's
Mm.
on this, if it's this place, then I want to be able to Get it there. John, I think I'm gonna get another Switch though. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, so this Days Gone sequel, right?
Yeah.
Do you, do you think that's like? What do you think about it? Because
Um.
we discussed in episode 23, Sony has this. You just brought up blockbusters, this fixation with blockbusters. They really
mhm,
weren't feeling Days Gone
mhm.
2. I think we discussed it that episode too. Yeah,
Yeah. I
the development
mean,
the development was basically too much money for what it brought in.
I think it just. I think that comes down to, you know, new technologies. Um. So you've never played Days Gone, right?
No, I just downloaded it. I'm gonna try it soon.
It's actually,
I
it's
heard
open
nothing but
world.
good things personally.
It's open world. You be all right with that?
We'll see. I'll let you know next week.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
Season premiere, I will let you know another game that John doesn't like.
John's not gonna like it. You're just not gonna like it, yo. You're
Should I
not.
just have a segment John doesn't like?
Nah, like listen, like I'll be honest. The reason why you won't like it isn't because it's not a good game. It's just because it's open world and it's very open world. It's very open world. So, like, a lot of times in open world games, like I always have that that nervous feeling, that
Mhm.
anxiety. It's just like, oh my God, this is so huge, and I don't know, where I'm going, and I'm afraid I'm gonna die because I'm in this place that's, hostile towards me, and I don't know this land. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, you kind of get used to that. I never really got that with Days Gone. I never got to a point where I felt comfortable to like just kind of be out and about. Um, they have some very nice technologies going on there with their massive zombies,
Mm.
their hordes.
And that's the
Uh,
thing. I thought that was like when I saw the trailer of it on E3 like 3 or 4 years ago.
mm,
I thought it was gonna be like Left 4 Dead. That's what I thought. And so you told me when you started getting my homeboy Cecil,
mm-hmm.
both y'all like loved it, and both I'm is he y'all said it was open world and not for like Left 4 Dead. I was like, uh, but it was
Yeah,
free, so why the hell not? So, which is what brings me to
it's a good game.
John Garvin, the director of Days Gone. He was on David Jaffe's YouTube show and said some real reckless shit. In my opinion, and David Jaffe, if y'all don't know, he's known for Twisted Metal. He worked on God of War, like all of them,
Yeah,
I think.
nah, the first one.
The first one was just one. Okay, I thought he
Yeah,
worked on like 2 and 3, but
nah, he's the creator of Kratos though.
yeah, so he's always gonna have that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jaffe. He asked Garvin if Days Gone being added to PlayStation Plus caused a meaningful uptick of engagement within the game, which means do you think it's going to,
Mm-hmm.
build up more talk about it and stuff like that?
Right.
Garvin responds, if you love a game, buy it at effing full price. I can't tell you how many times I've seen gamers say, yeah, I got that on sale. I got it through PS Plus, whatever. Personally, I feel attacked. I don't like that he said that.
Why
Because
don't
I
you
mean,
like that shit, John? Let
well,
him
one,
know.
I'm a budget gamer. I buy everything, unless I really, really, really want it. I think Final Fantasy VII was the last game I paid full price for, the remake.
Okay, I was gonna say, damn.
Yeah. Oh, might have been that before that, but
We going back, way back,
no. But it's just like,
back at the time. Sorry.
listen, I've not played this game at all. We just get out of pandemic. We got bills. We got families. Adult shit is going on. You
Yeah.
getting upset I didn't spend $60 on your damn game. Your what 3 or 4 year old game?
Yeah.
Get out of my face. You attacking your audience for wanting the budget. Next time I'll email Sony next time. Be like, hey, this game is free. Let me get this for $70 though. Like, what are you saying? Like, and he said, and there was like how many as of right now, like as of this recording today, it's acquired 88,000 signatures on
what
change.org
what
for
has
Days Gone 2.
acquired? Oh, for
Yeah.
Days Gone too.
It's got 88,000. It's probably like 90 or probably 100 by the time this podcast dropped. But you attacking your audience for what? That just felt like an attack. What do you feel about it?
I mean,
You
I
don't
don't
care.
know. I don't care.
I don't care, Brian, today.
And no. It's not even that. I understand what he's saying. I peep what he's saying. but like you just kind of like, for one, that game shipped and was pretty buggy. Which, when you look at, kind of at that time, it was interesting because, Sony had, damn, when did Days Gone come out? Um,
19, right?
did it come out 19? Jeez. Um, it may have come out 19. Damn, already? Damn. What year is it? 2021? Shit.
Mm.
Yeah,
Is that 18 or
19.
19?
Okay, 19. Okay.
Mm.
So, so Days
2 year
Gone.
game. I said 3 or 4. I apologize. It's
No,
2 years. Still.
you said 3 or 4 when you saw it at E3, so that was probably right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Um, so, you're looking at this game, comes out in 2019, right? And, even kind of like they had shown it, like you said, like a little whiles back. And, at this point, you already had Horizon had come out, right? You already had God of
Mm.
War had come out already. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So you already had like these bangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you could kind of like, if you,
Spider-Man.
yeah, Spider-Man came out 2018. So if you look at Sony, you kind of like, a lot of times like people try to like, I don't know what people try to do, but just kind of look at companies like and see kind of like how they move. And like even this whole Sony issue right now where Sony's being like super quiet and like a little bit, like they're saying like a few things, but like obviously the way they're saying it without full context, it kind of sounds really shitty. They're about to
Mm-hmm.
close a store, but now they're not, and you kind of like have like this, one, gamers are fickle as
Yes.
UCK.
100%.
Okay.
Agree.
So they will literally change, like a lot of these PS4 fanboys or 360 fanboys. Like they just are. Like they they just are. Like they're, they don't really give a shit about, you know, they only care about making sure that they are on the right side, I guess, if that's what you'd say. So
Mm-hmm.
whoever has the popular opinion, they're going to go and ride that train. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So 360 was booming when it came out,
So
you
good.
know,
Mm-hmm.
and you had like these same kind of like arguments that people had, about 360, that people have had, for PS4. And it's like, y'all are the same dudes, like I'm looking at your, your username on different forums and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I remember when you was going hard as hell for 360. Now you're going hard as hell for PS4 and you're talking shit on Microsoft. It's just, it's just
It's a
disgusting,
mess.
John.
Yeah.
And so, you kind of had like, you know, Sony, like the way Days Gone kind of came out, or I should say limped out, like look at little things. Look at like when Sony is very comfortable with a game, like they will they'll have like the review embargo available like, a few days to like a week ready,
Right.
I think with Days Gone, it was either the day before or like, the day of, and it was just kind of like, oh, y'all not really, y'all don't feel comfortable about this, and just kind of the way they kind of like they would trot it out, like you could just tell that they didn't have the belief in it that they did with Horizon and like God of War, and I
The,
think that stuff kind of comes down to like the bugs, like that game was buggy as hell when it came out, which is very un-Sony like in the PS4 era.
what
What's up? What's up,
I'm
dog? What
trying
you want
to
to say?
do you feel Days Gone could have been a blockbuster? Do you feel it could have been?
I think Days
Were they on the
Gone.
right track or
I think Days Gone, had it been, no issues from launch, from a gameplay perspective. And then there too was like, there were a few like, I know there was at least one media outlet out there that was just kind of like, I'm tired of playing as a gruffy white male protagonist, which I was just like, bro, why? Like, who cares? Who cares about that? Like, if the story is good, like, who cares? Like,
yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
but sometimes you have like these kind of, these little things that kind of get put in people's ears, and I
Right.
think sometimes that is as simple as something like that. I think that affects people, and I think people do see like, yeah, you know what, you're right. Like I am tired of playing as a grizzled white male protagonist, and I'm just
because
like,
that's totally what you've been paying attention to the whole time. You
like
know,
I
representation is nice. I mean, but there
representation is nice, but that's not that doesn't deter me from playing a
no at all because
video
these are the same
game.
people that's calling Tomb Raider some shit. So I'm confused.
Yeah, there's always going to be confusion, and like, and I think you know I don't think from jump, and I don't even know how many copies is sold. I don't even know if Sony you know uh put that out there, but
But
I
they
just
spend a lot on advertising too.
they did spend a lot on advertising,
Mm-hmm.
but I think a lot of times when we spend a lot on advertising, because Cyberpunk spent a lot on advertising, right?
Well, they made that back though.
They did, but sometimes you'll spend more on marketing because your product isn't what you expect it to be. And so you gotta
Mhm.
sometimes be like, hey, because all is not lost, we gotta spend some money to make some money. Cause if not,
Now, Jaffe kind of checkmated him with and I quote, "Well, how do you know if you like a game unless you played it?"
yeah, yeah.
Garvin called him Gavin. Garvin responds, "You don't, but don't complain if a game doesn't get a sequel if it wasn't supported at launch. God of War got millions of sales at launch, and Days Gone didn't. I am speaking as a developer. I don't work for Sony. I don't know what the numbers are. First of all, it was really cute that he compared this game to God of War. Any of them, um, you can't.
Well,
He sound bitter as shit.
yeah. I would be too, because Sony Bend, and I don't know how long he's worked for Sony Bend. Sony Bend is they're the siphon filter guys
Mm-hmm.
and gals. So, the reality is, uh, yeah, so one, you can't compare this to God of War. That and I'm sure, like, of course he knows way more than what we know, and I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
as far as financially, I'm sure God of War got way more financial backing. You know,
I mean,
it's
yeah,
it's an established franchise. This is it's really weird for him to compare it to God of War. It would
yeah,
make more sense for him to compare it to like Horizon, because that was the first of its franchise, first
right.
title in that franchise
Right.
tag.
I don't know if
So
that was a shot at David because he was sitting right in front, or he was doing that YouTube show with him.
yeah, but he
It,
didn't. David
it's
didn't
a
make
weird thing
God
to
of War.
say.
He didn't make God of War 4. But maybe because he was in front of David, maybe that's why he did bring up God of War. Yeah.
You sound bitter. You sound angry. Go make another game. Sit down and don't say nothing like that again. That's my view on him because that was
Ah,
really reckless thing to
I
say.
mean, come on. Let's be
You
real
sound
though.
mad as shit.
Come on, let's be real though.
What real
Like,
about what?
let's like come on, like let's not act like you know like it's obvious that he didn't get the funding that a lot of these other studios that make different titles get, and I don't know if it's because of whether or not they didn't believe in him, or whether or not they didn't believe in the property, whether or not they didn't believe in the studio. Like, I don't know what that is, but like, let's not act like there's it. I don't know
But
if it's
you said it was glitchy when it first came out,
it
though.
was glitchy, but again, like, a lot of that stuff comes down to money. It comes down to how much money do I get to pay my team overtime to take care of these bugs? How much money do I get to do a lot of different things? And funding is like huge in gaming, so
Mm-hmm.
if God of War, which I'm sure it got way more money than they
Oh,
did, but again,
it probably
established
wasn't even
established
close.
franchise. But Horizon Zero Dawn, like,
Mm-hmm.
again, it's just very different because you had Killzone, because Horizon, Guerrilla Games, they make all those shitty Killzone games. I hate those games. Those games are balls, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh
they
God.
they're just not, they're just really cliched, like army. They curse like every 5 seconds in those games. Like, it's just really childish. But they brought it brought Sony some money, so maybe
Right.
Gorilla was given more money for Horizon, because Horizon's polished as hell. From launch, it was polished. Spider-Man was polished. Again,
Mm-hmm.
these are established. Like, what else did Sony Bend make? Like, what was the last game they made?
Let's find out.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, so if because you know and Sony Bend is going to be, they're more before this generation, again, like I said, so Edict, that's Siphon Filter. That was the Siphon Filter, their developer logo back in the day. So yeah, Days Gone is the only PS4 game they made. They made,
Oh, they have job openings.
oh, I'm sure they do. They haven't made shit. Like, look, Uncharted Golden Abyss is their last game.
Ew.
That was Vita. It's a good game. It's a solid game.
Was it? Oh, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about the what was the other John? The John after 4.
Oh, with
Nadine and Chloe.
Nadine and Chloe. I wanted to
Mhm.
call her Naomi.
Hmm.
But yeah, Resistance Retribution on PSP. I think that was trash. I'm not sure. I think it was a trash game. I believe it was. And then Siphon Filter, Busby 3D, and then Siphon Filter.
Oh, such a great game.
So, like they just really
Cherry.
haven't had, stepping out of, and this was a cool game, this Logan Shadow on PSP.
Never
I
heard of
like
it.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But yeah, like all these Siphon Filter games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're working on someone else's property here. Resistance, which is a damn, who made Resistance?
Mm.
Insomniac, Spider-Man,
Oh, it's the same people that, yeah.
Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank,
That's coming out soon.
Spyro. Yes, Ratchet and Clank comes out, I think, June.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, so it just they really they didn't have anything to kind of show. Like, look, it's a 7-year gap between game launches,
And that's why it would hurt him more. He probably spent a long time making that game.
and that's probably why. And they probably were showing up, because this is what happens. They be showing up like, hey, how's that game coming? And they probably showed it, and it was probably like, bro, what you been doing? What you been
doing
doing?
all day, bro?
Yeah, what you been doing all day, bro? Why your game still shitty like this, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. They show up, and so, but like that's how it is. That's
Yeah.
that's the nature of the game. So you can't say these things like, oh, if people would have supported, your game was buggy as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and that's probably why Sony was probably not, you know, pushing it all crazy before it came out, because obviously they know, you know, quality wise, what it's hitting for before we spend money. So get out of here with that shit, bro.
See,
Get out of
that's
here with
all I
that.
was saying. See,
Get out of here with that. Um,
told you.
but yeah, I do like to buy games at launch just to support developers. But yeah, you can't be on some, like, you can't put that on everyone to keep you afloat. When if your game was immaculate, then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, bro, your game was immaculate, but your game wasn't, bro. So, and it still had, Days Gone feels like, has some roots in PS3 and PS2, from, just little tiny, things in the gameplay development,
And like I hope to God, I've never beat. Have you beaten it?
No, but it got the update on PS5, so I'm gonna start again. I played like 20 hours. I liked it. I just started playing something else.
I hope to God it doesn't have an ending where it's open to sequel.
I think it is, John.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I think it
I would
does.
be livid too. I apologize, but
Yeah.
still, that his statements were reckless as hell, and I didn't appreciate them. But at the same time, if I made my game, I left it wide open for a sequel. Uh,
Yeah, it's just Days Gone. I think it's one of those things, like, I think you would like it. It's a good game.
let's see.
It's scary, but not like in, like, like a Resident Evil scary, more like just it, like,
They have little jump shit.
no, it's just like, you just know that you can be extremely easily overrun at any time if you make the wrong decision, or if you venture off into the wrong place. And
Mm,
so, like, that tension, you might like that because you like that scary shit. And that
mm.
never went away for me the entire time that I played it.
Oh my god.
Um, it didn't feel like it was too vast. It just felt like, okay, it's getting dark. I need to get the hell out of here and like, get back to base or get back to some place where I know like I cleared out this horde and I know because
Oh,
like,
there's a day and night cycle on there.
yeah, and
I
and
like
and
that.
and
Okay,
there's
cool.
roaming hordes, bro. Like so
Nice.
you will be like, oh, okay, like I gotta go over here and gotta do XYZ, like, and you're on your way and you're like, oh shit, but there's a horde over here.
Mm.
And it's
Yeah, I
like,
gotta check it out.
and
I
I'll
think it's
like
down.
kind of like hang out a little while in that area to see if they kind of like, migrate. It's cool, man. It's a cool ass game. They did a really good job of that game, and it's a shame that there's no sequel. But my man need to shut the hell up because I'm sure
Yeah, he
somebody at
does.
Sony didn't like that and was probably like,
Oh
bro, your
yeah,
shit was trash. So
the next one will be on Switch. But yeah, I think I'm gonna check it out.
yeah, dude.
I think it's downloaded. So
Yeah, if you want to stream it, I'll watch you play. I'll stream it with you. Be a good
maybe
time.
let's
I
see.
I downloaded Dragon Quest 11 or Dragon Warrior, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah, because we're supposed to play. We are supposed to. You told me I wasn't going to do it, so I just wanted to make sure that I downloaded it.
Like, when does the disrespect this episode end?
What you mean?
What you mean? Like, what? All right, that's all I have, yo. Off of that.
Bro, you told me I wasn't going to download it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna do it out of spite.
No, I want to play it though. Like I really want to play it. So it's not like I don't want to play it. I just
What did
hadn't.
you get it on Game Pass? You got it on Game Pass, of course.
No,
Right?
I downloaded it on my PS4
Really?
or PS5. Yeah, yeah, because I had it on PS4.
Oh, okay.
I don't
So
want to just get shit on Game Pass that I already have. I'm not.
why not?
No, I'm not doing that. I bought it on. I bought it on PS4. I'm gonna play it on my PS5. I'm not gonna just download it because it's on Game Pass. I'm not giving
Yeah.
Microsoft that shit. No.
I'm getting it on Switch if I don't get Game Pass.
Oh yeah, it's on Switch, yo. Yeah,
Mhm.
it is on Switch.
I use him on Smash, and he's like been banned from all these tournaments and stuff. He's so disgusting, but he's fun to play. So
yeah,
it's about right.
I don't
But
know.
yeah, truly, that's all I got this episode.
That's all you got, dog.
That's all I got. You got any more?
Hey man, we got Returnal coming in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? It's already. I think mine preloaded. I think it did. It might not have. I downloaded the digital deluxe version, John. And honestly, I don't think I got anything different from pre-ordering it versus waiting for it to come out. I know I got, and I think the stuff that it comes with, I think it's already in the game. Like I think I just get it early or some shit like that.
Nice.
So like I spent $10 literally for no reason.
I'm sure something else is gonna pop up.
Oh yeah, you get the soundtrack, but yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say a soundtrack should come with it.
But yeah, this is I'm excited, John, because this is really my first PS5 game. I guess you could say.
No, it's not.
What else? Spider-Man?
That car jump.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess this will be the first
What was
one.
it called again?
Destruction All Stars.
There it is. That.
Yeah.
I do have one more question for you.
What up, dog?
Did you check out Mortal Kombat yet?
No.
Oh my god. Maybe next we will talk about it though. Oh, no, we can't. Well, spoiler warning.
We can have a spoiler cast. We can have
Huh?
a spoil like where we just talk about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. I'll
Stay
probably
tuned
watch
for
it.
that.
I'll probably watch it in the next few days.
It was really good. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Better than Annihilation.
Well, I mean, that's not. I don't know why Zahir was watching that the other day.
Oh my god.
Why are you watching it? Shang or Shao Kahn's like 5'3" in that movie. He's like totally short as shit.
And then he turned into a Hydra when he never had an animality. But whatever. Money, Hollywood, I just hope they don't do that to Last of Us.
I don't really care at all what they do with that. I don't I imagine they'll, mess it up somehow. So this it's kind of the mentality I have with television nowadays, John. You know,
Not just
I didn't,
Netflix.
yeah, I didn't watch all the Game of Thrones, but I heard how that ended, and
Yeah, you made the right choice. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I
last
watched.
season.
What did I watch, John?
Last
What
season
was that
was
show?
horrible.
What's that show called from back in the day? Lost, John. That's kind of when I like kind of gave up on TV. You know, people were like, you don't watch TV like that. Like, yeah, Lost ended kind of really trash. So I kind of invested a lot of time into that. You know, I was buying the DVDs, John, because I was back before streaming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Buying the box sets, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. That didn't pan out the way I thought it would from episode 1, season 1, dog. So it's been episode 25 of All Day I Play Radio.
Episode 25. For the extra content we might do for the spoiler cast for Mortal Kombat, you can check us out on Twitter at ADIP Radio. Follow us on all your favorite streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Good Pods, what have you. We are there. All Day I Play Radio. You can follow us on the Instagram, as the old people say, at All Day I Play Radio. Mm-hmm. Shoot us your tweets. Shoot us your messages. We're here.
Yeah.
We have open arms.
Follow me.
Feedback.
Follow me everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yep. Follow your boy, Brian, at BrianP_83 on the Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me at 9000 Moon Knight on Twitter and a Moon Knight 9000 on Instagram.
Yes.
Please holler at your boys. That's all I got, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you all joining us for episode 25. John, as always, it's been real, dog.
It's been real, homie.
And I shall holler at you later, bruh.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love.